All right, everyone. This is part two. This is part two. Well, what the heck is going on here with these dogs, everyone? Oh, so there they are. They're hopping. They're jumping. They're jumping. They're hopping. And the thing is some of you have reached out and asked, "Hey, well, did you ever let that dog in? Like, did you ever get 100 subscribers?" Well, I mean, do you see the dog here anywhere? I mean, do you see the dog here anywhere? That's the question that I'm asking. Well, you're serious about it. You want me to let the dog inside of the house? Then find your subscribers. Drink some H2O, y'all. Now, I want to bring something here with us while we explore this time, this place, and I'm gonna show you the little whippersnappers here. Now, the little one, Pitufo. His name is Pitufo. Se llama Pitufo. And he likes to jump, le gusta brincar. And the thing about Pitufo is, I gotta tell Pitufo, yo, I always say, Pitufo. It's not the jumping thing. It's not right. Yo le tengo que decir a Pitufo, mira, deja de estar brincando si no quiere que te meta un trompón. And I tell Pitufo, I say, hey, Pitufo, look, you gotta stop jumping on here. I don't appreciate it. You're making a mess. You're making a mug. Y después le tengo que decir a Pitufo, mira, tú estás haciendo un reguero y eso no me gusta, te está gustando. And oh, these two are so cute, but aren't they? Aren't these pups here so cute? These two are here, aren't they just the cutest thing? Aren't you just smitten by these cute dogs over here? Now, we've got Choo Choo over there, and some of you have asked, some of you have asked if, one moment here, there's something, something above me. There's something, it's like a exhaust. I don't want to be by an exhaust system, so I know it's just air blowing at me, but I'd rather not. Rather not do that. You know what I'm saying? Just it feels like have any of you ever been on an airplane? It doesn't have to be a fancy jet or I'm not even referencing helicopters in an airplane, just any airlines. Well, if you ever flown, maybe American Airlines, well, if you've ever flown on the airlines, well, there's this particular type of oxygen air up there that I'm not knocking. I'm just saying it feels different. And, I'm drinking water tonight, and some of you may attest to this testament. Well, do the waters taste different based on the company, right? If you drink a Dasani versus an Aquifer versus another brand, H2O, the boxes, any water, do they all taste the same or do they taste different? So that's a real question I'm posing out to all of you. Now, can y'all see me? Am I coming through to y'all? Because I'm over here and I got the dogs. Here you go. Can y'all see me a little better if I stand right here? Well, here I can actually stand right here for y'all. Well, now I'm a silhouette. You see why I'm a silhouette? Because the light was behind me. I think I was actually in the best spot. Y'all won't be able to see me. If y'all want to see me, well, I'm by now I'm by the exhaust. So really, the lighting, I can't really do much about the lighting, y'all. This is just a natural hue. I know inside we got better light, but we're outside now. We're in the country. And in the country, you just gotta keep going. You gotta get her done, and you gotta get her done right the first time. And I'll say that again. Don Rivera Diaz, right the first time. Yeehaw. So that's by Don Rivera Diaz. And I want to share with you all. We have merch on our page. If you're interested in that, just reach out to me via comments. We can send you a signed copy of if you're gonna get her done right the first time. Shirts, merch, pants. Just give us your size when you send us the email and let us know what color and yeah, what we can do you for. So we've got the dogs here just running around. These are all some of our rescues just running around. And you're probably asking, well, what time is it? Well, I mean, you hear the crickets. It's whoa, 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 whoa. I think we're missing some dogs, y'all. Hold on. One, two. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you, buddy. Let's see if I can turn on the light just a little. Oh, never mind. That's not good. And I don't really want to turn on flash. We've got one, two, three. Oh, where's one more? We've got one more dog, y'all. I'm not seeing her. Well, oh, there she is. She heard us, y'all. She's so sweet. Her name is Lexi. I call her Lexington, but her birth name was Galaxy. Y'all know, like those, like, well, the stars and the planets and space. So there's a Choo-Choo. And I made a joke earlier. I called him Choo-Chers, and he doesn't like that. He doesn't like being called out of his name. Choo-Choo is, let's just say, if I could persuade him to change his name legally, I'd tell Choo-Choo to name himself Bravo. I'd say bravo to you and bravo to your attitude, buddy. Now we've got a few names over here, maybe a few name changes. Well, I mean, this is Nandy, and she likes to grapple here with Pitufo. And I mean, I told you on the previous stream I was going to define that, and I never did. Pitufo is means Smurf. So the Smurfs, those little blue characters, the Smurfs. Well, that's Pitufo. And we've got the crickets. We've got we got the wolf. And you're like, well, wolves. You got wolves over there. You're outside. Yeah, our dog here is part wolf. And yeah, there's everything out here. I see so much life moving to and fro. I mean, maybe you see it, maybe you don't. The camera sometimes doesn't do it justice, but we do our best, y'all. We we're over here, and you see us. We're posted. We see the world sees us, and there's this quote, and maybe you can look up the gentleman's name who sent this long, long time ago. When you look into the abyss looks back into you. Now, I don't want to confuse scholars, but I should get better at remembering specific ones like that. That one's always stood out to me. I just don't want to get them wrong. Just that was a long time ago. The quote stood out to me, but I think the name could have could have probably I don't know. There's just some names that stick with you and some names that don't. Like Juno Diaz, right? The author. That name just stands out to me. I think of his name Juno, and I think of the month June, and it just stands out to me. And Diaz is so like just like it stands out to you. What other names like stand out to me? And I say Juno Diaz because I haven't read one of his books in a long time, like long time. But I did read many of his books, just I haven't read them in a long time. So right now he just seems like a random person whose name I'll remember. S.E. Hinton. Y'all know who S.E. Hinton is. She wrote The Outsiders and Text Max and a bunch of other amazing books. I read the entire series of S.E. Hinton, and then when I found out she was only a little older than me, when I read her books, I found out she was just a little older than me when she wrote them, and I was just so inspired to keep on writing. And I wrote many books and was published. Hello, Rimaru Tempest. What are you drinking tonight? And they sent us a flow state. Hey, if you love flow state, we have some music you might appreciate. Hold on a second. One dog, two dogs, three dogs. Oh, and there's this one. And you're like, why you keep pointing at that dog? You know why? I keep pointing at this. Thank you for the flow state, but what does that mean? What is a flow state, y'all? Can y'all educate me? What is a flow state and what do I do with it? And what's it a lot about? I'm not familiar with what a flow state is, but I appreciate it. Well, we do appreciate that. Learning something new every day. So we got dogs here, right? And we got this one. And that one right there is Patufa. That one's Smurf. That one likes to jump on things. Now, you're like, well, why are you outside with them when you're talking about so many bears and wolves and coyotes? And I'm telling you, I'm with these dogs out here because, well, for footage for y'all, I'm risking it like Steve Irwin. Rest in peace. Steve Irwin, I mean, just went out and it's, someone who I knew back in the day. And we got these two guys here, both trying to get in. These two have been vying for the throne. of the male alpha dog for a little bit now. Yeah, I've noticed it. I've noticed the tension between you two. Well, everyone here, I think you'll see me a little better right here. We got some good light and we're drinking some good water, and I'm in a little bit of predicament because these dogs right here at my feet are going to try to run in on me. You know what that means? That means that when I open this door, these dogs are going to try to bum rush me into the house. And you know what? I'm not going to accept that. And if these dogs are going to get into the house, guess what? You're going to have to subscribe. And you're like, wait, what? I don't understand what you're saying. 100 subscribers and the dogs get in. If we don't get 100 subscribers, these dogs don't get inside the house. And that's final. Now you see all these dogs bouncing. They're not gonna get into this house unless you subscribe. And you're like, well, I don't care. They're not my responsibility. Well, okay. Well, let that be on your conscience and not mine. Let that be on your conscience and not mine. So if you want the dogs to get inside of the house, subscribe. We need 100 subscribers and the dogs get into the house. We're drinking some H2O water. And just going back for a reload here. We never go wrong going back for a reload, especially because we got it on tap, y'all. We got the good stuff on tap. And you're like, what's the good stuff? I'm like, well, watch it. This right here is liquid gold. Actually, liquid gold platinum. Actually, liquid platinum. This right here is beyond. This is what we're composed of, and this is the source. Now, I want to propose y'all read a book, Dune, right? Something that I've been into freshwater science for a long, long time, exploring the earth and geology and freshwater science for me, just a huge fascination, especially post-baccalaureate. So that's when I really started to dig deep into it, but I've always been into it. So freshwater science, dude, drinking H2O tonight, y'all got it on tap, right on the fridge, potable water. And you're like, well, is he being serious right now? Well, yeah, I come from a third world country and water is a lot of the time not accessible. So we enjoy water. Yes, we do. Swiggle, swiggle. The dogs are barking. Well, they're not barking, they're knocking on the door. The dogs are barking on the door. You want to see them? Hello, Gabby Marie. Welcome. What brings you to these neck of the woods? Now, I apologize if this is going to be a little too bright for y'all. Whoa, 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 relax. Well, they said, oh, and you're ranked number two. Congratulations, Gabby Marie. You're ranked number two. You got the number two cry. Whoa, 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 dogs. I think we're just gonna have to go out here with the dogs. I don't want to go out here with the dogs. Yeah, I really don't want to go out there with the dogs. So I'm gonna close the door. Now, I can let the dogs in, but that really depends on you. And you're like, why does it depend on me? Salute drinking H2O. So let's open this up. Oh, you love dogs? Do you have any dogs? If I open this door, it's gonna be something. I'll just go outside with them and talk, right? Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna go out there with them. Now, these dogs are not gonna get into this house unless you all subscribe. 100 subscribers and the dogs get inside the house. Otherwise, they can remain outside. And outside, we've got so many, 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 many things to worry about. Just more things than the inside. Oh, you have two dogs. What kind of dogs are they, and what are their names? Here we have a rescue farm of dogs and cats, bearded dragons and bunnies, and we're spending some time outside, tucked away here, so that we can see if anything approaches us, like any coyotes or any wolves or any bears. So we do have the guard dogs here to protect us, and we have been trained, but we also need to make sure don't do this. Don't do this if you're not trained at least, right? You want to place your back to like something solid like a wall. That's what I'm doing right now. Now you're barely able to see me. There's some light, some blue, beautiful light right there, but we're out here and we've apple. Look who's here. we have the Chihuahua Shih Tzu, who likes to stay close to the human, right? Stay close to my ankle. Now, this one right here is probably the most peppery of all the dogs. And maybe you're asking yourself, well, what does that mean, peppery? Well, peppery means that this dog will bite you. Yup. Now, where's our half wolf? Where's our wolf at? Galaxy, there you are. Now, do have a dog that's, our hypothesis, part wolf. She is the most snuggly, the most just joyful dog. And look at the moon out tonight, everyone. Go take a look out the moon right now. And then just realize that you and I are connected on the internet and we're looking at the same moon. Now, wow. We say, what a maravilla. How marvelous that is. Looking at the moon. Oh, okay. My people is 7. My mixed dog is 5. Oh, what kind of pit bull is it? I usually do not ask. Like, well, what does that mean? What kind of pit bull? Like, is it? And I don't even know why I ask, because I don't even know what the difference really is. But is it blue nose, red nose, mixed nose? If people even still reference the pit bulls like that. I had a Staffordshire Terrier. His name is Poppy Kingston, and he came to our lives at a really auspicious time. I met Poppy Kingston at the Humane Society, and first time I saw him, he was an older dog, but he was a star. Like he was posted on all the magazines at the Humane Society. He was a star dog on their website. He was just like the model. The photographer people gravitated to take pictures of Poppy Kingston, but no one wanted to adopt Poppy Kingston. Well, his name back then was just Kingston. We added Poppy later, and I'll tell you why he became Poppy. So, Poppy Kingston, Staffordshire Terrier Brindle, so very stocky pit bull-esque dog. And yours is blue nose. Ah, what color? We, I don't know why, but we have more Brindles than anything. The caramel Brindle, the cream, the brown, the black mixture. We have that. We have a lot of those. And yours is blue nose. Oh, one moment. There's just so much life out here. But when dogs don't react, I'm like, okay, the dogs would sense something before I sensed it. Like in Florida, crocodiles. No, don't go outside with your dogs off a leash in certain parts, and a lot of Florida, and always assume that every single water source in Florida has crocodiles and or alligators. I believe it's like alligators down south and crocodiles up north. I might be wrong. You can educate me on that. It's actually something good for me to know, beneficial for all of us. Me specifically, because I've done a lot of research in freshwater science, and you're like, what? Freshwater science, what's that? Well, I thought the same thing. I was like, what is freshwater science? What are you studying? You're studying water, like in college? And what are you going to do with that? So, long story short, I was completely like in route to do that. One moment, one moment, because I got these dogs following me, and I don't want to be by that exhaust. But yes, just pretty much the study of the fresh water. And my thing was I wanted to get water to Puerto Rico, right? Because Puerto Rico's an island that's been affected by water, lack thereof. Many people struggled, especially during Hurricane Maria. People were like, just very, very, very dehydrated. And when you're thirsty, that's the first sign of dehydration. So that's why I say salute, drink up. If you're thirsty, drink some good water. Now, I drank some lemonade earlier today. Okay. That's probably the most sugary thing I probably drink. I love lemonade, but I've made it and I see how much sugar goes into it. And it's like, can we make that like without so much sugar? Not knocking sugar. I love sugar. I love the way it tastes. But you know, Ganesha love ladus. Krishna loves ghee. And I would say sweets, like I love white chocolate. But when I found out that white chocolate wasn't like real chocolate, cacao, like dark chocolate, I thought like, oh, so it's not really it. It's this like thing that they create, but they call it white chocolate. I just thought it was like dark chocolate except white. I don't know, marshmallowy. So the thing about one moment, these dogs are all over the place. Look at them. Oh, they get spurts of energy just randomly. And the half wolf right here, Galaxy. I love lemonade too. Yeah, lemonade is Probably one of my most favorite drinks. Now, there's some outliers out there, like Chick-fil-A has something called a Sunjoy. So my family and I were always getting the Sunjoys. Those are huge, huge. And the thing about a Sunjoy from Chick-fil-A is it just reminds me of Brisk. And back in the day, after working out, back in the day after like playing sports, just being active, it's like, well, what's a drink? I thought Gatorade was always too sweet. I always thought soda was always not healthy. And then water sometimes it was always great, especially coconut water. I know I'm probably a minority in thinking that coconut water is any good. I love coconut water. Whoa, look at that dog. She is fast. Are you catching her speed? So yeah, I love coconut water, especially directly from the coconut. Uh, but that's sometimes not accessible. Whoa, look at her. She's so fast. She's chasing something right now. See, this is the thing. You're like, why are you out here so late with these dogs? Just let them in, go to sleep, blah, blah, blah. Well, the thing is, our dog right here, Lexi, she came from a reservation and she was crippled when we like pretty much when we say like got her from the Humane Society or from the farm, from the rescue farm. She's a rescue farm dog. And she was crippled. And we took the responsibility of aiding her and making her legs stronger and stronger and stronger. And we had to carry her like so many times, and she would slip and fall. And she's still aiding that, but she needs to be as active as possible. So, the responsibility of owning, a rescue farm or an urban farm is what we're considered would be these late night walks with the dogs. Yep. Which, it's awesome. You all got to see our estate earlier. We have a bunch of amenities here and apple trees and strawberries of a garden. So it's just a whole, inclusive experience. So the dogs enjoy fine building. It's kind of like, y'all ever play Pokemon here? Y'all can be able to see me. Y'all ever play Pokemon? So I was big into that back in the day. So I have a really good memory. So that's why I don't currently play, but I don't knock it if you do. Like I might play with my kids soon too, if they want to. Um, but the thing about it is like they used to have this thing called a healing center where all the Pokemon will go. That's kind of like what we are, where we've got rescues that are maybe a little dinged up, and yeah, we just heal them back, and we don't give them out or sell them. We just keep them. We take them and keep them. So it's just philanthropy, and it's something that we actually. Here's a story. This venture started way pre 2015. Wife and I are traveling abroad, and we're in Costa Rica. Wait, San Jose, Costa Rica, la capital. El capital, digo. And we're staying at a hotel Airbnb right in Costa Rica. And we're working, we're studying. I'm doing National Geographic photography, like an actual photographer with them, and work with the university as my wife was as well. We're teaching and just exploring the world, right? And we're based in Costa Rica. Uh, and I just want to make sure I get my facts straight. But yeah, that was Costa Rica because it felt almost like the in between. Costa Rica felt like the in between the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Like for me, the Dominican Republic is a very, very interesting experience, and then Puerto Rico is a very unique experience, and the in between would be Costa Rica. So here we have everyone with dogs, as you all know, they want to get inside of the house, and I've told them, no, you can't get inside of the house until 100 subscribers. So let's just make sure we have all the dogs. Make sure none of them have gotten lost. One, two, three. I'm not gonna be able to know if I let the dogs. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to tell if I let all the dogs in because one of the dogs is like somewhere else. I see three dogs so far. I think one of the dogs ran off. The dog that I was concerned about with the collar. Oh, Chichi. I think I just saw something fly. I think that's him. Chich, Chichi. Yeah, I don't know. We have one dog that's missing, so I'm not sure where he exactly is. But that's the dog without the collar. So we have one dog out here. Well, he has a collar, but it's like I need to bring this dog inside. I'm gonna verify. I'm gonna do an actually should I? Yeah, I'm gonna do a I'm I'm gonna see if we're close to our number. Cause I can just always put someone else's collar on him and snapping my fingers for him. See if the dog comes. Well, we'll see. We'll do an inventory check. Otherwise, y'all, I told y'all we need 100 subscribers if we're gonna let the dog in. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he went, y'all. I told y'all. Now this is dire. We don't know where the dog is. I'm going inside. No, 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 no. No dog going in from me. All right, so I don't know where Chuchi is, y'all. I don't know where Chuchi is. Dog jumping right there, all reckless. I'm gonna close the door because I don't appreciate that jumping right there. I just don't. I don't appreciate that dog jumping there. And we're gonna close it. And hopefully Chuchi comes back very soon, y'all. Hopefully Chuchi is just right around the corner. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Chuchi went. But I told y'all, hey, 100 subscribers, and we'll let the dog in. Now let's do some H2O platinum water. Oh, water is just so amazing for y'all. Now, I do want to let Chuchi inside the house, y'all, but the dog, you know, should this just be on Chuchi? Yes. Okay, someone said yes. Gabby Marie said yes. Okay, you know what? I'll let the dogs inside, except Chuchi. Because our original deal was with Chuchi. And then I got up on this high horse and I said, you know what? Oh, the dog. Oh, Chuchi's back. Oh, no. No, they're fighting. They're fighting, y'all. It's better to separate them. Chuchi can remain outside until we reach 100 subscribers. Oh, sorry, Chuchi. Chuchi, you don't. Chuchi does not have admittance. No, nope, no, Chuchi. You're not allowed in. Nope, 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 nope. Lexi. 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 No, Chuchi, you're not allowed in. Now, here's the thing, Majiki. We've got Chuchi and Nandi. Nandi wants to get in. Nandi's right here. Nandi's like, hey, can I get in? She's usually the last one. She's like, realizes that Chuchi's not getting admittance. 100 subscribers will get the dog in. Hold on, I got the dogs tearing up a storm back here. These dogs over here running amok. Come on, dogs. Come on, puppies. This way, please. Now him, he's still training. He's training and he'll have this entire space until Nandy comes and snuggles him. And then we've got Lexi, and I'm gonna let Lexi grow and just be wild and free. Lexi, where are you? Lexi's enjoying a meal, sweet treat right out there. Now we've got Nandi outside, and we've also got Chuchi. Now Chuchi wants to get inside, but I don't know whether or not we should let Chuchi inside or not. It's all up to you. It's in your hands, y'all. And maybe I'll match your energy. So I'm gonna if you're live on here, just subscribe. I'm gonna have another live going, and it's pretty much just gonna be on the dogs. Like if the dogs get into the house or not, you'll have a vantage point on them. And yeah, if the dogs get in, cool. That means you subscribed. If not, then here I'll set it up before I let you all go.